All right. Trying to get everything situated here. Something like that I think will work. All right. Get my mic on. All right. Let's see if I can find myself on my own thing so I can read chat. Gotta be able to read the chat. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Decided to do another live. Yeah, it's a pretty good view, I think. What do y'all think? That's a pretty good view. I think that'll work. Just setting up my camera, getting everything kind of positioned so y'all can see what's going on. I think that'll work. Might tilt it down just a little bit. But at least I can see my chat. We'll move this down just slightly. There we go. Now, for some of you, you didn't catch my live late last night, because that was a late live last night. I was working on these wax melters, wax burners, if that's what you want to call them. We can put a little tea light in here. I made some. Let me get, so I can at least show you all what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about, is making some of these. I've got, I don't know, probably 4 more to do yet. I think I want to make some different designs in here instead of just this shape. But I kind of like that shape. I mean, it's, you know, it's not bad. So that's what we're working on. I don't think you'll be able to even see that if I set that there, but that's all right. Oh, hey, Jackie. You actually heard me say I was online. My wife is upstairs. Yeah, I think it's pretty unique. Hey, Jackie, since you're on there, can you share this on Facebook maybe? If you can, try to share it, if you would, please. All right. So basically what I end up doing, I have a couple tools that I use. And I got to draw a shape. I guess I'll use this. So I draw a shape, kind of any kind of shape I want to make on here. You can use a template if you want to. I just freehand it. So whatever it turns out to be, it turns out to be. I don't know, but I'm going to try something a little different, and hopefully it works. Let's see. Let's go down here. Like that. And let's see. I'm going to come straight across here. I'm going to come straight across here. I like to make round corners. And then let's just come straight down, I think. Well, yeah, let's just come straight down with this one. A little radius at the bottom. Thank you. So basically, I'm going to cut out a shape like that. And then I'm going to try to do the same thing over here. Well, I better make it a little bit thicker than that. Let's see. Let's do a shape like this. Let's see, come down here. I'm just doing this free-handed. Just like that. Let's come across the top again. I got to be mindful where I'm at over here. And that one's straight. This one can be angled. We can make this one angled. So it comes down. Let's see. We come down right into here somewhere. So it come down. Just making any kind of shape, just to see what this turns out like. It'd be interesting. So the artist drew that shape. Let's see what else I can do here. I could probably get 2 more of these shapes in here, I think. All right. I'm going to bring, since this one is like this, I'll bring it here, straight down. And bring it over. And we're going to make this angled as well. Bring this line over to here. When you guys see this cut out, it's going to be pretty neat, I think. It's going to be pretty neat. I'm going to angle this one too. So I'm just kind of making an outline of what I think I want this design to be. No real plan here, just freestyle. There we go. So just all different shapes and stuff like that. Kind of be neat. I could probably throw something a little bit different in here to kind of, what else did I do? What else could I do? Because I could put other shape in here too. Just to make it a little more interesting, right? Just makes it harder to cut out, but it makes it more interesting. Make this rounded. Make this like this. The more you cut out of this, the more fragile it's going to get. So I need to be careful and mindful of that. Let's see. Let's go down here and come up with a design. Kind of like that. Let's go back up with it here. Like I said, no particular design, just kind of freestyling, just carving whatever I'm guided to make, you know. All right, that's going to be an interesting design for sure. Interesting for sure. Then I can attach this one with this one, so I can come around here and come up to here. I'm telling you, it's going to look cool. When I'm done, it's going to look cool. Hey, Leah. Good to see you in here, Leah. Let's see. This is a little bit about what I was doing last night, since there's a lot of people that really couldn't, you know, catch me that late at night. I thought I'd come on here and finish these up so people could actually see what the heck I was doing. It's a pretty neat process of what I'm doing. Someone's going to cut this design out. Gets a little bit trickier when I'm going around these corners, though. Gotta be careful, because as this gets more and more cut out, it's going to be trickier. I don't have a really sharp knife, like an X-Acto knife, to do this with. I wish I did, though. It would really be helpful. Adirondack, how you there? How you doing there, buddy? You caught me doing these last night, and I'm still doing them today. But at least I thought I'd start earlier today. Yeah, I gotta go back to my wage slavery job tomorrow, so I figured I would just jump on and do this earlier if I can, which it's a little bit earlier, 8 o'clock, but let's see. About to put demons to bed and pray with them. Then I'll be back. Okay, Leah. Yeah, more melters. Yeah. You know, when you do something, you got to do a few of them, right? And because once you make one, you're going to sell more of them. So you just need to make more. So I like to have several in hand, because then I can try different glazes and stuff on them as well. Doing a little bit different design than I did last night with these. And these kind of have a modern type feel to them. Unique design. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm making a prediction too. I'm pretty sure she'll stop in. She usually don't miss my lives. Yeah, there she is. How you doing, Barbie? Your ears must have been ringing. Somebody was saying, I'll be willing to bet Barbie will be here any minute. Here you are. I was doing these last night. Y'all see me do these, and I'm doing a little bit of a different design on these other ones. I'm hoping I don't break them. They get super fragile right now at this point. And I didn't make these the thickest pieces in the world. They're quite thin, actually. We'll see how this goes and see if I break any in the process, but I'm hoping I don't. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, Jackie was in here. I guess she's still here. I don't know. she gets involved with her TV, and then either that or she falls asleep. It's one of the two things. This is going to be super fragile. I'm really hoping I can actually make this cutout. I don't know what possessed me to do this design. I just kind of just started drawing on it, and I thought, okay, we'll just try that, and we'll see what happens. It could be disastrous. That's cutting actually pretty good right there. Cuts good up on the top. It's a little bit wetter up top. Need to cut the rest of this. This other stuff's a little bit drier, and I almost have to saw it through because I don't want to add any pressure to the clay because it'll break. So far it's going okay. Slowly cutting it away. Okay, feeling well, there she is. Yeah, there she is. There you up to we're up to making me want to get up and whoop, what the heck? Start making some candles and attempt to hand. And there you go. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of times these kind of videos do kind of get you moving, don't they? I know I watch a couple of them, and then it gets me up and moving. Just kind of helps us get in the mood, you know? I can be a slow starter sometimes, as my wife could probably attest to. And I get distracted so easily anyhow, so but once I'm, you know, on a project and focused, it's hard to get my focus off of it. I want to get it done. If I start a project, like I'm building something, I want to have everything there, right? I want to have all my stuff I need and ready to go, because once I start going, I don't want to stop. And my problem is if I have to stop, it ruins my motivation, you know, to try to complete the project later. It just makes me feel horrible, and I just, you know, it slows me down. So anytime we have a project here, I tell my wife, well, do we have this? Do we have this? And we got to make sure we have this, because I want to have it all before I start. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but it's definitely the way I am. Super fragile. Super fragile. I got 2 more to cut out, and I'm hoping it stays together. Let's see. AD, it's no joke. That's right. It is no joke. It's a serious thing, especially the people who have it. It can be bad sometimes. I know my wife sometimes she'll start talking, or I'll start telling her a story or something like that, and then something will come into her mind, and she'll start talking. I'm like, "Why'd you do that?" And she said, "Well, I'm sorry, get back to what you were saying. And then my thought's gone. It's like, you know, it's just that easy for us to be distracted. And once we lose our thought, it's gone. It's, ADD is a bad thing, man. It's tough for some of us. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm praying for you. Let's see. Your mojo. Yeah, my mojo. Exactly. That's me as well. Slow to start, but once I'm going, I keep going, like chugging along until I drop. Yeah, and that's if I have everything I need to do the job, I'm there. I'm on it. I'll get it done. But if I get distracted, you know, for some stupid reason, I got to stop what I'm doing. It's just yeah. Not a good thing with a person that has ADHD. Man, I'm hoping that I'm getting close. I got this last piece to cut out, and I'm hoping it stays together. I don't know. It's getting awful fragile. And I made all these radiuses, and my blade is straight, and it don't want to go around a radius. We're making it slowly, without trying to break anything. Don't you break on me. My last one. This is kind of like a little saw. The clay is kind of leather hard right now. So it's not in a completely dried state. So there we go. That's quite of a different design there. Very different. Get rid of this stuff over here. That's quite a different design. And that was I just drew it. You know what I mean? Just whatever happens, and that's the way it turns out. And I think it turned out all right. Now I got to go around and soften all these edges now. So I just take water over it in my finger and just kind of rub it. And kind of round the edges off with my finger. So it's a nice soft edge. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It held together so far. I think it looks pretty cool too. I'm just hoping that it makes it through its whole process here. Once it gets fired, I'm okay. You know, it's probably not going to break that easily for me, but at this state, it could just crumble. And, but that's okay. I mean, if it does crumble, it happens, you know, and I can recycle the clay at this point. So it's not necessarily a bad thing at this point if it does happen. Now, it's a bad thing once I bisque fire this and it breaks, it's done. I mean, about the only thing I could do was crush up the pot at that point and throw it in my clay as grog, which this clay has plenty of grog. I don't need any more grog in this clay. Matter of fact, I probably will not buy this clay again. It'll probably be my speckled clay, which I do need to get more. I'm out of it. And I got a huge order I need to get done before October. And so I need to get that order complete as soon as possible. Because you know how it is as a potter, and you always got to make extra when you do a large order like that because of breakage and things just not turning out right, or there's a mishap in the kiln. You got to make extra. So Gotta make sure that happens without any mistakes. At least as much as possible. Now, my daughter sees these. She might want these for her wedding. I don't know. How much clay is that? 1 pound. This is 1 pound of clay. This was a half a pound, so it's 1.5 pounds altogether. My broken fired pots, I grind up and use as grog. Yes, that's exactly what I would do. And at that state, you could. I think once you do the final firing process, I suppose you still could grind them up, but you have to grind them up pretty. It's probably harder to grind them up at that point. Let's face it, because they're stoneware. At least mine are stoneware at that point. You know, they're extremely hard at that point. I'm just going in here. I make my fingers wet, and all I'm doing is smoothing out the edges of these rough cutouts so that they all look nice and finished. Make it a better look, you know? There's a Coke. Yeah, it's 1.5 pounds of clay. And these things are going to weigh almost nothing when they're done. Most of the weight is in the water. Yeah, I think, Barbie, you see so many, you watch so many potters, you're getting used to the amount of clay you're seeing. You're like, I know how much clay that is. Yeah, it looks like it's a pound. That was funny. I was watching a video today about beekeepers. I thought it'd be pretty interesting, you know, because you can make wax out of it. You can, of course, make honey. Pretty interesting process. I mean, I don't think I ever want to have bees in order to extract the honey, because I don't care to get stung. And I think if you have bees and you're doing that whole process, you're going to get stung. I mean, it's going to happen. But I thought it to be a neat process to watch anyhow, because I never really watched a beekeeper go through the whole process of that, which is pretty neat. It's a lot of work, that's for sure. So you started with 1.5 pounds of clay, but when you're finished, how much will it weigh? Yeah, it'll be a lot lighter. How much will it weigh? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know how much it will weigh. It just will be a lot less. I tell you what, when we get them all fired, I can let you know. You'll have to remind me, though, because I'll probably forget, to be quite honest. I tend to do that. Ask my wife. I usually have to be reminded of things, because she'll tell me, I told you so. I told you that. I'm sorry, but I don't remember you telling me that. But now that you told me that, now I know again. And I probably actually won't forget the second time, but I swear the way my brain works sometimes, it's on and off, you know. it's kind of like if I get on to another thing, my mind is completely into that now, and then that's completely off of something else, and then I completely forget about what it was. You know how it is. You go looking for something, and you go and find something else, and it takes your mind off what you were originally looking for. So you go back to your project, you think, hey, wait a minute, why was I up here again? I was like, oh, to get this. Usually I have to walk back down to wherever I was at, get started and back what I was doing, and think, oh, now I know why I went back up there, to get this tool or whatever, and then I'm sure everybody's done that. At least I know if you're older, you've done that. Some of the younger folks probably haven't, but no, I'm afraid it's getting weak. Oh, it's already cracked. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save that. Let's see here. Thing is, I'm adding all this water. It's getting soft. Can I fix it? Can I fix it? I don't know. I'm going to put a little bit of slip in here. And I think I'm going to let this piece dry a little bit before I go trying to do any more to it. I'm going to let this slip set up, and hopefully this piece will be back to normal. If it's not, we'll throw it in the recycle bin. But I knew that was a possibility, so as I'm getting around the piece, it's kind of getting weaker. So I'm hoping that slip takes hold. I think it will. But if it doesn't, it's okay. But there you go. Quite a different looking piece, huh? Let's see. I will remind you, I'm very curious, so I won't forget. That's awesome. The electric wheels stopped making that grinding noise. It seems that the grease worked in a way around. I threw a few more today and definitely felt good. I ripped some through because my brain was adjusting from the kick wheel that slows down as I throw. The electric is just vroom. Yeah. That's one thing about the electric wheel is it's unforgiving too, right? I mean, I do have a pedal with my wheel, and it's nice because I can control the wheel speed as I'm just throwing. But a kick wheel is kind of nice in a way because it does slow down as you go. And as you know, as a potter, as you're throwing, you do get slower as you're bringing the work up. So a kick wheel actually makes a lot of sense the way it works with the momentum that it has. But yeah, well, I'm glad that it's working for you there, buddy. I am. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're talking to AE, not the brig, but the noise disappearing. Oh, yeah. I got you. I'm a little behind on my texts. All right. I think that looks pretty cool, though. I'm hoping it actually turns out. It's a really different design. I mean, it's a lot different than this one. So once this dries up a little bit more, I'm going to try to smooth this out more, because right now it's just so weak. And it's very thin, It's very fragile. Now as I was adding water, of course, to the clay, now it's getting soft again. So I need to put this somewhere where it can dry by itself. Let me put it over here on the table to get it out of the way. I have 4 more of these to do. I don't know what shapes I should do. I just kind of been doing whatever a clay feels like it wants to do. All right. All right. I really like this wheel because of the larger wheel head. I just need to get some bats that are that size because I want to do some really big pie plates that are this wide, and with a 12-inch bat, it's not going to happen. You know, I mean, you still make a huge pie plate with a 12-inch bat, but I want to make like a much larger pie plate. So, anywho, I need to make larger bats. I should make some more bats because what I have, some of them are actually that warped that I can't even use them anymore. They're just that bad. Terry, for free handling that, just wow. Thank you. Yeah, it's just free handling. I just got to remember that when I threw these, I made them very thin, and I probably shouldn't if I'm going to be carving so much out, because you can kind of see. I can kind of show you how thin that piece actually is. It's very thin. That's how thin I threw it, and that's only like 1/8 of an inch thick. So when you start carving all that stuff out, it just gets weak. And like I said, I should have known that. One thing that was pretty cool though, when I put the top on these, it sealed up the whole container, right? So what was funny is as they were starting to dry, I could tell that the bottoms started coming off the bats, and they started going like this on the bottom and started blowing up. And I thought, holy crap, there's pressure in here because they're drying. So I had to put a small pinhole in for them to relax so the air could get in and out. Just a neat fact that happens when clay's drying. It's got to off gas a little bit, I guess, because of the moisture, humidity, you know. Let's see. All right, so what I've been doing is going around the edge like this, and I've been scratching it up. All right, because I put clay around here to make it more of a slope coming up, like it's actually one piece. Is what I'm making it look like. So I etched the two pieces up. I'll put slip in there, and I'll put a roll of clay in there and press it in the corners. But when the clay gets leather hard, you really want to scratch your pieces up like this. Get that clay worked up a little bit on both pieces. That's all I'm doing, is just etching it, scribing it, scoring it, however you want to say. And you can see how it brings up the clay. What's going to allow the slip to get itself embedded into both pieces. And it makes for better adhesion between the two so that they stick together way better. Now I'll go ahead and I'll wet this up again. Make it wet. And now what I'll do is I'll take slip. So this is just clay, the same clay, and it's just real mushy, okay? It's almost like peanut butter in a way, but even a little bit less than peanut butter. It's a little bit runnier than peanut butter, I should say. But anyhow, I'll end up putting it in here. It reminds me of pudding. Okay, that's about the consistency that this is. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of pushing it in the crack. It kind of reminds me of a mason, and this is basically the grout that he'll put in. It's kind of like that in a way. Just push it in the crack in here. You can do a lot of stuff with slip. You can just do, you can put designs on your pots with slip, which can be really cool looking. I think Gail has talked about that too, about she uses slip to do slip trailing and stuff like that, where you use a tool to just make designs on your pot with slip. And it's a pretty cool process. All right, so I got that all lathered around there. And I'm going to take off the excess while I'm at it, because it's going to squeeze out. Oh, and that just happened. So I made the pot I made the pot wet and it came apart. That's okay, because we're just going to stick it back together anyhow. There we go. Yeah, because I just sat them on there anyhow when I did it, so they weren't like completely adhered like I'm doing now. This is exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, is so that doesn't happen. So looks like I've boogered up my piece a little bit when it fell. That's okay. Gives it character. All right. Okay. And I got it crooked too. Wonder if I can. This is really stuck now. And that's what slip can do. That's what slip does. It acts like a mortar. And now it's got itself glued on there pretty tight now. I can't change it. So now it's got character. It's going to look like it's leaning a little bit. Hey, that's the way God intended it to happen. That's the way it's going to be. I'm not changing it. Let's see. If it's thin, does the glazing add a stability to it? Yes. The glaze does add stability to it. Because the glaze, see, when you bisque fire a piece, what it does is allows us as potters to handle the piece, for one. Number two, what it does is it allows the glaze, because you got to remember, the glaze is made up of a lot of water. So what it does is it allows the water in the glaze, because it's mixed up as a liquid, to go into the pores of the clay. So the clay body absorbs it, the glaze. So what it does is it makes a bond. So it does make it stronger when you add glaze to it. It makes the surface a little bit stronger, I should say. And a little bit more durable, I guess. But, you know, it's with stoneware. Stoneware is tough anyhow. We have a piece upstairs. We don't have glaze on it. We use it every day, and it's perfectly fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that piece, and it holds water and everything. So it's like, you know, it's a stone at that point. It's stoneware, stone. But so does the glaze add some strength? Yes, it does. But now this piece is glued. I can't get it off there now. But what I am going to do is I want to get that transition to be more uniform. So now what I'm going to do is coil a piece of clay and run it around the edge. But I tugged on that pretty hard. It won't come off now. So, but now for any of you out there that are making pottery, you can see that you can't just stick two pieces of clay together just like I did when I made these. You can't just plop them together and expect them to stay. It's not going to happen. You got to actually use some slip. You got to scratch it, press the piece on there, and then it's not going anywhere at that point. So don't be deceived that, oh, okay, now it's stuck. Now I don't have to worry about it. No, you still do until you get this process done. Once this is done, and it's not going anywhere. And of course, once you get glaze on it, if you had glaze in that corner, it wouldn't go anywhere either. But usually what happens in the bisque process, it separates, cracks, if you don't do this. Like nail polish works on fingernails, I suppose. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yep, you got it. Kind of like nail polish. But as I'm pushing this clay in here, it's also squeezing out the extra slip. So now I basically push the clay into the slip, into the crack. At this point, that piece is not going anywhere. It wasn't anyhow with the slip in there, but now I just added more strength because I'm adding the clay in there yet. And now I'm just going to blend these two pieces together so it looks like one piece. So Barbie, you ever going to do any videos on your soap making and your candle making? Kind of be cool to see that process. But I understand it can be difficult getting in front of a camera. It's not for everybody, you know. I certainly didn't think it was for me. You know, but the more I started doing it, and then, you know, you have people like you show up and start talking to you, and it makes it a lot easier, to be honest with you, to have people like you here, and like Adirondack and Leah, and it's nice to have people show up and talk to you. And yeah, I think we had talked about that before, whether you're going to try to do videos or not. And I think you said you really weren't up to doing that because of the camera situation. If I remember correctly, I don't know. Sometimes my memory. So now I blended that in with my finger with no water. Now what I'm going to do is use some water and smooth it out even more. Yeah, I got to tell you, the first videos and stuff I started doing, it was like nobody was watching or whatever, or nobody would be doing it live. And so it's quite intimidating, I think, to start doing online videos like this. But I think once you get over the hump, you know, I'd say after you're probably your first 20 or so, 30, videos, you start to get a little bit more comfortable with it. It's not quite so bad. I would love to. I have to sell these puppies first, and then I can focus on it. Okay. I'm not at all concerned about being in front of the camera. Okay. Oh, wow. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That you used to model and stuff. That's awesome. Well, then you're going to be a natural in the camera. Come on. And you know what, though, with making that kind of stuff, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be interested in that kind of stuff. You know, I really think so. I think you get quite a following doing that kind of stuff. It seems like a lot of people are going for that kind of stuff, you know, and learning to make how things are made and being able to try to do them for themselves, you know. I know I like to try to help people out with pottery whenever I can, you know. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't. But I can help out with what I do know, and I think that's most important, is just being able to help where you can. And not every potter is the same, you know, and not every potter does the things the same way, and that's okay. That's why, you know, we're all unique. It's just like somebody making a candle or making soap. It's going to make it maybe a little bit different design or whatever than you might do it. I mean, everybody's got their own unique way of putting their own love into their work, you know. All right. Since this piece is pretty soft as it is, I don't know. I should try to clean that bottom up, although it's not going to clean up real easy because now I put the top on crooked. Now it's let's see. You can attest to that too, huh? Yeah, it is, you know, it can be, for some of us out there, it's a bit intimidating when it comes to being on camera. But I don't know. I was never a big talker anyhow. I'm kind of a quiet person. I'm always the quiet person in a corner just observing people. So it's kind of unlike me to be even doing this, you know, with the camera. But people tell me that I'm a natural at it, and of course I don't see that, but you know, I'm glad that people like to watch this content and like to watch me make stuff. It's going to be interesting to try to. This is pretty interesting here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of trimming on this bottom because I put the top on crooked. So I'm just going to kind of work myself with it because I don't want to distort this thing. I just want to keep it exactly the way it is. Just kind of run with it. All right. That's good. That will work. I agree. People are turning to self-made videos as their preferred method of entertainment. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And it is. I mean, people are doing that all the time. There are people who just sit and talk to you in front of the camera. And I've often thought about adding my wisdom to a feed like that. Is my, just talk to the camera about my life or my day or advice or whatever. Because there's other subjects I'd like to talk about other than pottery. I'd really like to start getting into other things like health-wise, as far as foods go, and holistic medicine and things of this world. Okay, like frequencies and just ways of tuning yourself into God, and God's way of life. I should say. I guess that's kind of a channel I would like to have. And who knows, maybe I'll start one like that. Because I don't think I ought to blend it with this channel. Because I think I mentioned before about, like, on Sundays going over the Bible and stuff. And I thought, if I do that, it's going to screw up the algorithm, all kinds of crazy. It's not going to know what my channel is about. And I didn't know if that was a good thing to do. I thought maybe it probably wasn't. And so that's why I haven't done it. But I think I would like to start a channel to do stuff like that. What do you all think of that? Oh, now I got it glued to there we go. I mean, I thought it might be interesting to do. I mean, ultimately, I think, thinking in the future wise, ultimately, I would like to be selling my pottery full time, which I am now, but I mean, without having another job, and YouTube, and hopefully between the two, I could sustain somewhat of a living on just that. And maybe multiple channels on YouTube would be the thing to do. I don't know. Maybe. There we go. Let's see. What do I make in this one? I do like the ovals like this. I do like that. The other design I did was quite unique. What comes to mind? What's this piece telling me? Tell me what you want me to do. Hey, Tux, how you doing? How'd you do? How'd you do with your first flight? You're right. You'd want to start something separate to keep your theme clear. I'd love to be a part of that, which watching, supporting, engaging in a Bible study or a chat session. Okay. Well, that'd be great, because I would love to have somebody else help me, be involved with it too. I mean, I think it'd kind of be cool to bring you on, maybe Leah or somebody else, that could be really engaging. It would probably help the channel grow quite a bit. It's in Discord. I recorded my landing. Hey, awesome, dude. That is awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you that you loved it. It went well. That is awesome. I bet you feel really, really good about that, don't you? Pretty proud of that. That's quite an achievement, There's not many people can say that they've done that. You're one of the few. That's amazing. So what size jet was it? Was it a 737? A B 737-800. Wow. That's huge. That's huge. That's exciting, dude. I'm super proud of you, man. It's super cool that you were able to do that. Do that. So I do that. Do that. Here to, so I do here to here. To here. And in the middle of that, something like this. Here, here, and here. That's actually pretty good. All right, we'll do that. That is super cool, dude. I'm totally stoked for you too, man. That's just awesome. Let's see here. Right around in here. Bring it down like this. I'm just doing these free-handed. So the design is going to be what it is. Like that. Let's do this one the same. Right around in here. So this was your test. That's right. Freehand makes most, exactly. I think it makes the most natural too. You know, I like throwing lines in my pieces too. I think it adds authenticity to it. You know, um, you have the potter's hand in there. You know, and let's face it, we put a little bit of our souls into these pieces. Each piece we make, there's a little bit of piece in all of them from us potters. With any artist, right? You know, they put a piece of them in all of their art. Your maiden voyage. Yeah, some past. Now, what did you say your fly is from New York, right? New York. And where did you get? Where do you go? I think you said last night what you'll be doing. What else can I do to this? Maybe if I do this shape. Do a shape like this. That would be different. We'll try that. So I'm just kind of rough sketching my design on this pot that I'm going to cut out. If you're just joining in here, what I'm making is I'm making wax melters. So basically put a tea light in the bottom, put your wax up here for your nice aroma from your wax. I used to make these. I had quite a few of these I made already years ago, and I just haven't made any for a while. So I just thought I would try to do that. And these are actually quite different than the ones I've made before. All right, so there's what I'm going to cut out. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you will soon when I cut them out. Tuck's out here soaring to new heights. Montana, that's it. Okay. See, there's Barbie knows. She remembers. That's cool. World Trade Center. Yeah, that's not even around anymore, dude. Oh my. Yes, it's very cool knowing a actual pilot is supporting me. I love that you're actually here watching. It's very cool, I must say. Because I can't say I've ever known an airline pilot before. But now I can say that. Now I know one's online that comes and watches me make pottery. You know what you're going to have to do, Tux, is get one of my mugs, and you're going to have to show it off to Southwest. Matter of fact, I'll make one. I'll put a Southwestern logo on it for you, so you can take it with you. Okay. You know, a votive-sized candle might even work in those larger, lasting than even tea lights. Okay. The wick is small enough not to produce too much heat. Love these, how they're tall. Yeah. Well, you're right. You know what? That would probably work a lot better, Barbie. That would probably work a lot better. You're right. Votive candle would work better. Matter of fact, with these tall ones, that's what I'm going to have to do, is say that these are for votive candles. I know my wife still has some of the ones I made before. I gotta stop making these so thin. I'm afraid I'm gonna break them. That's just, it's, I mean, at this state here, they're at their weakest point. They're so weak right now. And there you can kind of see how thin that is. So I'm very leery about cutting this whole thing out. Whew. I should never have made these this thin. Oh well, if it breaks, it breaks. I'll make another one. I'll make another one if it breaks. Try to be as gentle as I can. I definitely will not be able to smooth this one out like I did the other one. I'm going to have to wait till it hardens up a little bit more. If it makes it through this process. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean him up later because he's way too thin right now. And if I add water to this, it's going to melt in my hands. It's an interesting design though. But I'll end up flattening this all out nice, smoothing these edges out. Well, yeah, super thin, especially as you remove material, they become weaker. Yeah, exactly. It's in Uggs chat. Oh, I shall make, okay. Tux, how can we see your landing? Okay, it's in this Discord. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I missed some of you guys' chats. Black pants and white shirt. Very cool. I'm going to check that out, Tux. I'm going to look at that. Super thin, especially remove material. Yeah, it's super thin, dude. Super thin. If you make two sizes, tiny ones for the tea lights and those for votive candles, you'd appeal to two different types of clients and usefulness. Just a thought. My wheels are turning. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad your wheels are turning. I think you're right. It probably would be a good idea to do two different sizes. Here I am cutting more of it out. I'm just asking for trouble. I tell you. I'm just asking for it to break. I almost think I want to stop cutting it, but something's telling me to keep cutting. I mean, it's not a waste if it breaks. I just kind of want it to turn out, you know? Oh, lordy, lordy. Yeah, I really need an X-Acto knife for this stuff. It doesn't help that this clay has all this grog in it. It makes it harder to cut. One thing on my channel, I do a lot of this weird stuff. I make dolphins. I make piggies. I make these things. I do all kinds of different stuff on here for sure. So hopefully it's kind of interesting to watch. Oop, there it goes. Don't break one. They look wonderful. Thank you. Hey, JM Clay. Good to see you in here. These are wax burners where you can put a votive candle in here. Put your nice wax up there and get some aroma going. Aromatherapy. There you go. Aromatherapy. But I made them super thin. JM. Super, super thin. And I'm so afraid I'm going to break this thing. I think I will break it. I'm trying to be careful. I shouldn't have made them so thin. But I make a lot of my mugs like that too. Because I don't want my stuff to be too heavy, right? I mean, we got to put liquid in them too, and then I think I said this before, but usually anything of mine that's got some weight to it is going to be the baking dishes and the mixing bowls, that kind of stuff. I'll make them thicker. Oh, Terry, why did you do this? Just asking for trouble. It won't surprise me if this breaks, by the way. Man. That is very interesting looking. Let's see. Hey, Tux, I see you join Chad's Discord. Yeah, if you're watching this, Chad, we need a live. Yeah, I haven't seen Chad for a while, for sure. Yeah. Well, he's busy. He's got quite a business he's running there. And I understand, that doing videos all the time like he's doing is quite a lot to take on when you got that type of business moving. I learned so much watching you, Terry. You are always trying new things. I am. Thank you. I thank you for that, because I am always trying new things. And I try to make this interesting for you as well as myself. I mean, I'm going to try to push the limits of clay as much as I can. I like doing sculptures, so you'll probably see me in the future doing more sculpture work. I can't sell them as easy, but I do love to do them. I love sculpting things, and so maybe you'll find me in the future probably doing sculptures on mugs and just sculptures in general. I love to make like like lamps that have some kind of a sculpture on them, that would be really cool to do, actually. I should do that sometime. That would be probably several videos, because there's no way that I'd have to do a bunch of videos and put them all into one, probably, to make a long form video of me doing that. This is quite interesting, this piece. I didn't know how I was going to cut it out and add a design to it, but it's intriguing. Very different. And that is the way my mind works. I am just a different person. I think differently. But there you go. I'm going to have to smooth out the edges. All these edges will get smoothed out so they won't look so choppy or nothing. And so you can put a votive candle in there. So that's a different design, right? Really different, actually. I kind of like that. What I could do is remove material out of here too. I could do that. I could remove material out of there too. Let's see. What is the easiest way for me to do that? I could probably do it with this. Oh, this just got interesting. I should have made these corners radiused. I got another piece. See, now this is bringing me more ideas. So now I can actually, the next piece I do, I think I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to radius this. I'm going to radius this and radius this up in here. Yeah. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right, guys. I don't really like this piece. Now that I've seen the light, so to speak, I don't really care for that piece now. Because I see it differently now. Now I can see how I can do this differently. What do y'all think? Should I smash it? I've got 2 more to do here. Got this one to do. I got another one up there to do. Should I smash it? Let's see. Let's see. Remember, classic makes perfect. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Passerby, good to see you there, bud. Good day. Good day, mate. You did last time I saw you. Yeah. Yeah, I did some more. And I'm doing some different ones. Like I made these, you know, made these last night, cut them out and stuff like that. And now I'm trying to do different designs, you know. I don't care for that one so much. I'll be back. Went to the local store, block away. Terry, me and you have the same mindset. Yeah, I mean, I can see. I like curves. Okay, I love curves. Even when it comes to my cars, I like my cars to have curves, like the Camaros, right? The early gen Camaros, first gen Camaros have the curves and stuff. I love those kind of cars. So now I can see where I can put curves into this. I really like that. Sonny said, where'd Leah go? Leah was putting her demons to bed, she said. So she might be a Welch putting her demons to bed. Yeah, I think I'm not going to keep this one. I think I'm going to do something different here. This is going to be different. Yeah, this is going to be different. There, see? This is just, when I threw this, I dropped it right on here. Don't ever think that you can just drop a piece on, being they're both wet, and they're going to stick, okay? It doesn't happen. So that's why I was scoring them up and then putting slip in there and attaching them permanently, because this you cannot rely on. So, yeah, I love old cars. The classic makes perfect. Yeah, I like the older cars too. I think they have more style. You know, today it seems like the newer cars don't have that much style. Now I do like the Toyota, what, the Celica, or no, Toyota Supra. Toyota Supra. I do like that car. It's got shape. It's got curves. The car flows, you know, and I love exotic cars too. So that's quite an expensive taste there. But I always used to like the Lamborghinis so much. But then I saw oh, what's the make of the car? Oh, what is it? I'll think of it. I can't think of it right now. Oh, now I just came to mind. A Bugatti. I love the Bugattis. They're such a cool looking car. Lots of curves. Super fast. Yeah, I think I'm going to break this one. There you go. That was pretty quick. All right. I didn't like that one. It was way too thin. He's going to go in the reclaim pile. And let's start on this one. Fresh design. I'm going to start out trimming the bottom. I want to trim this too while I'm at it. Since it's off, let's see, especially the beetles. If your friends saw you one pinch, yeah, the beetles are pretty cool too. I mean, they are very curved. I've seen some of those beetles pretty tricked out already. Let's see, my last job, I had one of the New York City Mass Transit Authority customers drive an Audi R8 V10. Wow. That's pretty cool. A V10. That's a car. Hey, Lee, you're back. Good to see you. The V10s is not common. For sure, it's not common at all. Woo! Little AMSR. There you go. Little AMSR action. Oops, stay there. Stay there. Come on now. Work with me. Work with me. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. That ain't nice. Anybody wonders why I put two stamps on? One of them is my maker's mark, which for the Muirhead Pottery, which is this one that I made myself. And then the other one is actually my personal maker's mark. Okay. I am coming up with a stamp that I can stamp the bottom. Like it's going to be a circle stamp. So I am doing that. And then I'll just have this mark on there. The reason why I do two marks is simply because I'm hoping someday somebody in my family wants to keep this going. And it'd kind of be cool if they did. And that way they could use the same name and use their own maker's mark. That was the whole idea behind it. If my kids got into this or my grandkids would get into this, I was thinking ahead, you know? All right. Looks like a nice drinking vessel. All right. A nod. How you doing, a nod? Look at this, a nod. Look. You like? There you go. Anybody that's interested in pottery, you got to go see a nod. He's from India. He makes pottery. He's a very good potter. He'll say he's not, whatever. He is a very good potter. You should go watch him. He throws off the hump and makes all kinds of different things. A good potter to go check out. If you guys like me, you're going to like him. He does a lot of cool stuff too. Anad, I want to show you something. I made this too. This here, it's for a candle, and you put wax in there. Pretty cool, right? It's Anad's birthday? Is it Anad's birthday? Oh, wow. Happy birthday, Anad. Happy birthday. Good friend. Happy birthday. Let's see. Yeah, you got Jess in here? All right. Anad, he got rid of most of his mods so he could push the channel. Too many mods hurt it. Oh, I didn't know that, Leah, that you know what? I was on Anad's YouTube channel before, and I did see most of the nods are gone. Or mods, yeah. Mods are gone from Anad's channel. You need an oil burner? I'm making a bunch of them. If you need one, I'm going to have one. I made quite a few of them already. I'm making more. Thank you, Anad. Thank you. And again, happy birthday. I think you're probably getting ready to go do a live, right? Good job. Happy birthday, Anad. You met me? Okay. Oh, about the mods. I got you. I got you, Leah. You're talking about the mods. When I was on Anad's channel, he got rid of most of his mods too, I think. But now I understand, Leah, that you were talking about me. You couldn't find it on Anad's channel? I don't know if Leah can put that in there. Leah, can you put Anad's channel in there for me, please? Hey, Cynthia's in the house. Thank you, Leah. We can pin that, right? Can't I pin it? How can I pin it? No, it's not what I want. Okay. Where am I? Here I am. Here we go. Oh, no, wait a minute. Where's my live chat? There we go. Now I'm back. Here we go. There's Anad's channel. Very good potter. If you want to go check him out. This is usually about the time he goes live in the evenings. So thank you, Leah. Thank you. Hi, Cynthia. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're all here just kicking it, you know. We got JM. We got Anad. We got Adirondack in here. We got Leah in here. We got Tux in here. Who else do we have in here? We got Barbie in here. I think I covered everybody that time. Okay, Anad is live now. Yeah, I figured he usually goes live about this time of day. Or, well, for him, it's morning, I think. We put a link to the channel, Anad. And thank you for calling out my channel as well. I appreciate that very much. Anad's been trying to help me out. Passerby, I forgot about Passerby. I'm sorry, Passerby. I did miss your name. That's why I hate calling people out, because I miss their names. Sorry, buddy. Nothing personal. Nothing personal. Oh my. You can't hurt an Australian's feelings now, can you? Don't worry, mate. Your channel's cranking along. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I'm trying. I need to be on here a lot more. Okay. If I was on here a lot more doing verticals like I'm doing now, I'll get a lot more people in my chat. I know that will happen. I just got to work on that, you know? I appreciate every one of you that are here right now. You don't have feelings. Not in Australia. Oh my. I remember those beer commercials, passerby, where they'd have, oh, what was that beer? You remember the beer anymore, actually, but they have the American beer, and then they have, oh, Foster's Lager. That's what it was. This is Australian. Boom. What I'm doing now is I'm scoring where this is going to go on my piece. And I'm afraid it's a bit dry. I'm a bit worried about it. We're going to wetten it up here. And hopefully it soaks up a little bit more water. We got to put a little bit of slip on it. Look, you crashed the party. Cough, cough, Ben. Is Ben Wolf in here? Yeah, Ben Wolf's in here. Holy cow. We're getting the whole crew in here tonight. How you doing, Ben? Hey, Ben, just to let you know, it's Anod's birthday today. I know you have watched him a couple times, but just to let you know, he's live right now, and it's his birthday today. All right. Hopefully that helps it. Hopefully that helps it. Tell Ben the news. Yeah, Ben, if you're still here, Tux just made his maiden voyage. He flew a 737 today and landed it. He said he put the video, he videotaped it and put it on Discord, on Chad's channel. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Yeah, Foster's a short, fat can. Exactly. I remember the commercial. How to speak Australian. Yeah. All right, it's getting wetter. That's good. I can put my clay around it. That's pretty incredible that you landed your first 737. That's right. I told him there ain't too many people that can say that, you know? That is really cool. Oh, I just moved it. Just moved it. Stay back. Okay. I think I'm still good. I gotta be careful of that. Leah's gun running. You gotta tell everybody the news. Hey Mandy, how you doing? Good to see you in here again. It's another night. Yes, I just I'm cutting out my wax warmers. So that was one of my designs I did, cutting them all out. I actually made these a little thin. I shouldn't have made them that thin, but you know, I usually make my mugs and stuff like that roughly about like that. And I should have made these a little bit thicker, but they'll be all right. Tux is super excited. He should be excited though. That's quite a feat to be able to do, you know? You got everybody in the chat tonight. That's pretty cool. Well, now she's stuck on pretty good. Between that slip and the extra clay, it ain't going anywhere now. What time is it? 9:30? Okay. I'll probably knock off here about 10 o'clock for my wage slave job. Parvar. I don't understand, but thank you for coming. Good morning. Good morning to you. I wish I could pronounce your name. Did you come from Anod's channel? Thank you for stopping in there, bud. I appreciate you. If you get back there, tell Anod I said hi. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. And good morning. It's nighttime here. It's 10 o'clock at night here. I know you guys are on the opposite schedule. It's your morning. Those light blue seafoam colored dishware on the top shelf are stunners. Oh yeah. Let's see. The top shelf up here? Or you mean up there? I got a couple different ones. I got this in here where I put a white glaze on, which is kind of neat. And this here is actually my speckled clay. Very cool. I have some newer ones too that I did. Where did I put those? I thought I put them on my shelf, but I didn't. Here's mug that I did. This is my speckled clay again. There's another bowl. Pretty cool. I love that ring. So you love these? I'm going to have them in my store soon. I gotta get my store loaded up. I need to add a whole bunch of stuff. I have probably 150 pieces to put in my store. And these will make it there. I just have to get the time to put them in there. I'm hoping my wife can help me out with that, but I have a lot of this kind of stuff to put on. Let's see. Morning. All right. You're all talking amongst yourself. That's great. I mean, that's probably one of my favorite colors too. It's just, you don't see a lot of it, and I do like it. I'm trying to think of something I can use. Help thin this out more. Oh, chat. What's happened to my chat? There we go. My chat stopped on me. Let's see. Where'd I end up? Randy, passerby. Dave. Okay. Yes, dude, I love them. Okay, great, Mandy. Store, but if you want something, email me. I can send you pictures, or you can maybe send me snapshots, or if there's something specific that you're interested in, let me know, and I can make sure you get that piece. I've had people do that before to me. They contact me. They send me a snapshot of the video, and they're like, "Do you still have this piece?" It's like, "Yep." Let's see. Speckles are fantastic. Thank you for letting me see. Yeah, I like the speckles too, and I'm getting more of that clay. I ran out of it. I love that clay. I love the speckles. My wife likes that clay. Well, matter of fact, everybody loves that clay. The speckles are in, apparently. Here, Tux. Yeah, it's hard to understand the language. I wish I could understand the language. Let's see. The bottom shelf of the blue stuff is making me so interested in the stock. Okay, the blue stuff down here. Now this piece here, I think I probably have clay on it. But yeah, it's one of my mugs. Is this the white? This is not a speckled clay. This is my other. This is this clay actually. It's a white glaze with a cobalt over top of it. That's what a lot of them are. Also have ones like this with just a cobalt blue, and it's got walnut over top of it. Of course, these are white with a cobalt blue. Let's see. Got a smaller mug. Again, that's cobalt blue with the walnut. Oh, don't you fall off of that shelf. Quite a bit of stuff back there. What's my favorite glaze? My favorite glaze is probably, I like the cobalt blues. That's probably my favorite is cobalt blue. I don't know if you all saw the pie plate that I did. Let me get that quick because it was pretty cool the way it turned out. And this is, again, this is the cobalt blue pie plate. This is on my speckled clay. Cobalt blue, and then I took walnut and kind of ran it down inside the dish. Turned out pretty cool. You know, it's pretty nice sized dish too. Let's see. I'm chilling, Mandy, chilling after work. How about you? The blue is also strikingly gorgeous. I don't blame you, Tux. A nod, yeah. Yeah, he came from a Nod's channel. I appreciate you stopping in. I wish I could speak your language. I agree, Manny. The speckled clay is my favorite by far. It is. I love the speckled clay. This is a signed piece too, by the way. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but I did sign it in here. I don't know if you can see it though. Let's see, Manny, so glad to hear passerby and me, the folks that have been watching Criminal Minds for our showing during the week. So we watched that for a couple of hours. I'm washing dishes now. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Right, Barbie? It just adds another layer of dimension and personality. Reminds me of sand particles in the seawater. I don't know if you've ever done an ocean jar before, but I may visit the beach and take an email or a small jar. I gotta get my glasses back on. I can't read. Put sand, a little water, and small. Oh yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I remember as kids doing that. You know what I mean? I remember as kids doing that. I don't think he's going to sit back there. Let's put him over here for now. Yeah, I have some other pieces I did a long time ago that I always called them my sandstorms pieces. And this, I used to do a lot of sandstorm pieces because people just loved them. I mean, and the thing of it is they never went out of style. They always matched with whatever they changed their kitchen to or whatever. Oh, here, Sandstorm. That's Sandstorm. And this is the swirl. Well, it's 2 clay bodies. Now, what would really be cool is if I did this in speckled clay. If I did this in speckled clay, it would look even more like sand. At least the sand around here. Let's see. I'll post my landing on Discord. You can see it. Yeah, I'm going to check it out, Tux. I'm definitely going to check that out. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Certain light, you can see the sand sparkling in the water because of the glass shards, and they're very memorizing. Yeah, mesmerizing. Exactly. Yes, growing up in South Florida, I used to do that in the time exactly like time capsule. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did it as kids all the time for sure. This is to you, Paparati. Tux. Tux turned it into. Hey, Tux, you ought to turn his speech into something we can read. Oh, you're headed to bed, Jackie. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Tux. I remember now, Tux. You always used to do that. I hope you're saying nice things to him, Tux. I do like to keep things English in here, so at least I know what's being said. So please take mind of that. That I do want to try to keep it English in here, which is what I think Mandy said. Somebody said in here, reminded everybody of that. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, he came from a Nod's channel. A Nod sent him over. He's been trying to support my channel. I think the guy has over 100, or probably a million. I think he has 1 million followers or something. He's apparently well known, at least in India for sure. You're being sarcastic. Whoever said it first, and I said it soon after. Okay. Yeah, it's nice to be able to know what's being said, you know? It's just, I can't read that language, so don't want to start no trouble with another channel, especially Anad. He's been very nice to me. He's been posting my channel, at least links of my channel to his channel, which has been nice. So he's been a nice YouTuber with me. It's Indian, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm sure he knows what the middle finger is. They probably do that all the time over there. I think he knows what the middle finger is. I think he's just being nice because he's on my channel. Because Anad sent him over. That's what I think. I think I'll keep that there. What time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock. Oh, man. That did turn out pretty good. Oh, you have a channel too? Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had a channel. Marnie Carney. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're another potter too. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, you're another potter. I just subscribed. I just subscribed to your channel. Very cool. I didn't know you were a potter. Thank you. Yeah, I just subscribed. See, Tuck's not everybody's bad. Let's see. The middle finger is generally considered offensive and indecent gesture, similar to Muslim cultures, widely seen as a sign of disgrace. Yeah, well, that's of course. But don't come on here and screw with people, though. Okay, I'm saying it nicely. I'm always nice at first. Yeah, it's turned out pretty good, I think. It's starting to dry up more. It's not so weak anymore like it was. Okay. All right. That's cool. If that's the case, I'm cool with you. I would assume you should be past that stage already. I mean, you're out there flying 737s, for goodness sakes. Yeah, we still got 11 people in here. Very random, but I made meant to meatloaf. I got to put my glasses on again. I can't read. All right. I made meatloaf and mashed potatoes and beef gravy and Brussels sprouts tonight and thought that you, Terry, I thought it'd be, I'm telling you what, that sounds delicious. You seen the type of love old fashioned comfort meals like that? Oh, I'm telling you, Mandy, that just man, that warms my heart. Yeah, that would be delicious right now. Actually, that would be delicious. You give a heart a stranger like not much. That later. Okay, that's good, Tux. That's good. I just scrolled back and realized that you were talking what you were talking about, and didn't realize he gave us the middle finger. I can't read with my contacts in. Yeah, I had to look back too, and I saw that that's what Tux did. I didn't even realize that. I don't think. I don't think. Yeah, the. I don't think. I think the Indian. I think he gave Tux the middle finger actually. It, after Tux gave him the middle finger. Did he do it first? I didn't know that. Did he do it first? I didn't look back that far back because I thought Tux did it first. Well, maybe he did do it first. Okay. I'll see if I'll see if he subscribed to my channel. Because if he didn't, I will unsubscribe from his channel. Oh, that mended perfectly. That spot that broke out, you don't even know it anymore. It's perfect. It just needed to dry a little bit so I could actually smooth things out. But yeah, I think it turned out all right. That's quite a different piece too, you know? Very different. Oh, I love it. You warm me up a plate. I wish I was closer to you. I would love that, Mandy. I definitely would love that. Yeah, Tux never did. Just that other guy. Okay. 4 hours ago, Barbie, they were leftovers in the fridge. In town, the bike and my dad making burgers. And man, those were days. Yeah. It's nice to have memories, you know? Those good old memories. You're prepared to have leftovers for breakfast. Well, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I remember eating pizza for breakfast already. Of course, as I'm older, I realize how stupid that was back then, but you know, we didn't know that back then. We thought that was just the thing to do. We were hungry. I just love your designs. Very unique. My favorite. Thank you. It is very unique, isn't it? I really do like it. And it's just free-handed. I just free-handed all that whole thing out. It'd be interesting to see the glaze on it, you know. It'd be interesting to see the glaze. I should make a couple of them like this. I just have to make them a little bit thicker though, because although I like the thinness of it, but it just makes it that much more fragile, you know. I love that, Tux. My dad always made burgers in a cast iron skillet. Absolutely divine. Hey, save some for me. Make the burgers now or any dinner now for that matter. You can make them, huh? What you said you made sounds delicious to me. Tux, that should be amazing too. Good memories. Yeah, good memories. Oh my. You're making me hungry, Mandy. You're making me hungry, and it's 10 o'clock at night. That's not a good thing for me. I'm going to be going to bed soon. This is going to be a cool looking piece. I got to say, it's going to be cool. I got to do some more of this kind of stuff, you know, because it really does add my style to things. The way I like to do stuff is usually very different from other people. I mean, I like making dinnerware and stuff like that because it can always be used. But I like making intricate things like this too. Let's see. Man, I like being in a humble community. Yeah. Well, you're in one right now, Tux. I haven't rode a bike since before 2010. Now I want to. Yeah. Come to think of it, I haven't rode a bike for a long time either. I used to ride bike all the time. I had a Cannondale bike, a road bike. I rode that bike all over the freaking place. I love that bike. Let's see. I made chicken parm for dinner. Hi, Mandy. My hands have been covered in clay, so I don't recommend them enough, Barbie. Can't recommend them enough, Mandy. Can be excessive, but will last you a lifetime and some. Probably take care of it. Yeah, for sure. Take care of it. Bikes are now, I slowly got stronger. Bikes are how you slowly got stronger. I rode my bike everywhere too. Barbie, Barbara, you and I have a connection going on here. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I love bikes. Man, I rode mine, like you were saying, everywhere. Everywhere. Matter of fact, I didn't even get my license to drive until I was 18. I was 18 years old till I got a driver's license because I rode my bike everywhere. And I didn't mind it. My job was close by. I could ride my bike. I didn't have an expensive insurance, a car payment, none of that stuff. Insurance. It was easy life back then. Oh, my mom made the best homemade taco soup. I never had taco soup. I never had taco soup. Can't say I ever have. Sounds interesting, though. Yep, that's a cool looking piece. All I need is a candle in there. I don't have a candle to put in it. I don't think I do. If I did, I'd put one in it. I don't think I have any down here. This option for what is it? Rainy Friday. Oh. All right, guys. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I do need to get myself ready for bed. And I usually stay up till about 11. But I need to wind down a little bit, get cleaned up a little bit. I need to actually take a shower, get myself shaven. So I guess I'll probably do that before I go to bed. I had my 10-speed for 35 years until I gave it to my son to get to work, and he destroyed it riding off-road with his friends. Oh my gosh. It's a 10-speed off-road. It's probably not a good thing. He couldn't ride a bike everywhere. Didn't learn to ride until maybe 7. We grew up in the middle of nowhere, lots of dirt roads, and not the best one for, to stay learning for sure. Yeah, dirt roads would have been tough riding for sure. It'd been hard to learn on dirt roads, but if you were able to ride on a dirt road with a bike, you could ride anywhere on a bike. I'll think about making another channel and to talk about other stuff, because I think that'd probably be a good thing to try to do. I won't put it on this channel, but hey, we have what, 16 people in here already? If you're not subscribed to this channel, you gotta subscribe. It's a fun channel. We have great chats, make cool artwork, and we make functional stoneware clay, you know, like mugs, pie plates. You're going to love this channel because I show you how I make each and every one of these. I do. I make all kinds of crazy stuff, and this is one of them. Okay? I'm going to do sculptures and stuff like that. So if you feel like you might want to watch a potter do that, this is the channel for you. Please subscribe. You will have fun for sure. Let's see. Tuck says, I've been subscribed. Good night, Murray. Remember, don't let the bed bugs build your house. That's funny. Tux. Well, thank you, Terry. Tonight was fun, always fun. But thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Each and every one of you, thank you for your time, because you took time out of your day to sit there and watch me, and I appreciate that. And it's certainly a lot better sitting here doing something and have somebody to talk to like you guys. Let's see, Mandy. Night, Terry, and enjoy your night. Be safe. It's been a wonderful chatting with you as usual. See you soon. Yeah, wonderful chatting with you guys. Hey, take care, passerby. Good to see you in here, Mandy. Oh, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Tux. Yeah, guys. Hey, Mr. Ben. Ben's still here. He was lurking. Good to see you, Ben. Thank you for hanging in there. Always appreciate having all you guys in here. I really do. You guys are always great to be around. And it lightens up my day when I'm sitting here in the basement like Ben does, you know. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. So anyhow, let me get the phone off of my stand. There we go. Hey guys. Yeah, good night all. Yep, Tux, Manny, Ben, Barbie, Cynthia was in here. Lee was in here. Oh my gosh, I can't name everybody that was in here. Everybody was in here tonight. So thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys. I hope you have a blessed rest of your evening. I hope you have a blessed work week. If you're going to a job, I hope you have a blessed week. Hope everything goes your way, and may God be with you. And anyhow, good night, guys. Thank you. Thanks again. Thank you. Thank you.